Good afternoon and greetings from Pastor Ivins from Black Methodist from Church Renewal. These words were penned by an old friend several years ago in an article. Miller Carter gave a brief statement concerning the history of BMCR, Black Methodist for Church Renewal. In 1968, the National Conference of Negro Methodists were convened and adjourned as Black Methodists for Church Renewal. It was at this conference that the words, "Our time under God is now," were spoken by Dr. Ernest Smith. BMCR is the organized Black caucus of the United Methodist Church. We are one of the United Methodist denominational 5 U.S.-based ethnic caucuses. BMCR represents and is dedicated to more than 2,400 Black United Methodist congregations and approximately 500,000 Black Methodist members across the denomination. Our mission is to raise up prophetic and spiritual leaders who will be advocates for the unique needs of Black people in the United Methodist Church. The irony today is this: many people may not understand the value of BMCR and its importance. The concern is of its caucus birth are still prevalent and alive today in the lives of our churches. I would like to make a few comments about why it's still needed. And if I could, I would compare BMCR to NAACP, Hispanic Heritage Foundation, United We Dream, and many other groups that we created to help certain ethnic groups. BMCR is a Methodist Christian voice that speaks on injustices within the church and the community. We all must be heard and understood before we can truly become united. If, the two-letter word in the word life, if we open our hearts as Christians, love as Christ did, and care for each other, we may start a second Methodist movement that can remind the world of the image of Christ, revival. Let it be clear from the beginning, we were all there then and now. And may I be clear, the different ethnicities made America what it was then, when we were closer together, but appear more divided as a nation. If we, our Black churches members, realize that we are commissioned by Christ, if we strive to live out our calling and not be distracted, we must not fall in the trap of complacency, but honor our calling for community. We cannot be distracted by the flesh, but the time is now for us to lead. The time is now for us to reintroduce the spiritual Christ that invoked such a fire in John Wesley that brought about the change. The time is now for us to be that change agent. The time is now to unite as we once did before the First Methodist Episcopal Church split. Let us stand together as United Methodists. Will you join me? Will you join us, one united in Christ?